Welcome to Daily Sourdough. It's fall, my favorite time of year. I just love the feel in the air and the beautiful changing colors of the leaves, and of course, pumpkin recipes. And today I have a delicious recipe, pumpkin cookies. I thought, let's test pumpkin cookies and see if we can make them out of sourdough. And they turned out perfectly. And this recipe is extra delicious because it has a brown butter icing on it. All the favorite delicious flavors of fall. So let's get started on our pumpkin cookies. First, take half cup of butter, 3/4 cup brown sugar, 3/4 cup white sugar, and cream them together. Once those are creamed together, we'll add half cup of sourdough starter. And this can be straight out of the refrigerator. You don't need to feed it first. Put it right in the mixer with your butter and your sugar. Then mix that up really thoroughly. Then to that add 1 cup of pumpkin puree, and it can be fresh or canned pumpkin, either one. And also 1 egg. Just crack that into your mixer and mix all of that together so it's nice and creamy. Now add a teaspoon of vanilla. Then in a separate bowl, mix 2½ cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix that up and then add it to your mixer. And also add 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And mix that thoroughly as well. And finally, add 1 cup of chocolate chips and 1/2 cup of walnuts. Once you have everything mixed together, then cover it and let it sit on your counter for 8 hours or overnight. So we'll see you tomorrow. Well friends, it's day 2 and we are ready to cook our delicious pumpkin cookies. So grease a cookie sheet, and I usually just use a stick of butter. Then drop spoonfuls of cookie dough onto your cookie sheet and have your oven preheated to 350 degrees. Then pop these into the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. And while they're baking, we'll go to the stove and make the brown butter icing. To make the brown butter icing, take 1/2 cup of unsalted butter and put it on the stove at a medium-high heat. We're going to boil the butter and it's going to foam up. Then the foam will dissipate. It will turn a nice brown color. We'll have little brown flakes in it, and it have a nice nutty aroma. We have to be careful and stir it frequently, if not constantly, because it will turn really quickly from brown to burned. So stay with it and just keep stirring until you see those little brown flakes and the butter turns a rich brown color. That only takes a minute or 2. So you see it's foamed up now, and pretty soon that foam will dissipate. This frosting is so delicious with the pumpkin cookies because it has that nutty, kind of sweet but toasty flavor. It pairs just perfectly with pumpkin. When you see that your butter has browned, you can see little flakes of the browned butter in the bottom of the pan. Then remove it from the heat and let it rest while you pull your cookies out of the oven. To finish the frosting, put 3 cups of powdered sugar in a bowl, then pour your browned butter over the top of the powdered sugar. And I like to add all those little brown pieces because they add so much flavor. Then add a 1/4 cup of milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now blend this up until it's smooth. I think my frosting is a little bit stiff, so I'm going to add just a little bit more milk to it. Okay, I think that's a better consistency for spreading on my cookies. Oh. Spread some of that good frosting on it. Or you can do like I like to do and just dunk the cookie in it. Wow, that's so good. Wow. You have all those delicious flavors, the spices and the pumpkin in the cookie. And then you have that nutty frosting. Wow. It just tastes so delicious. Just like a wonderful fall day. Yum. Isn't it fun how you can turn your favorite recipes into sourdough recipes, adding all that good beneficial bacteria to your gut and making it easier to digest and better on your tummy? Sourdough recipes are fantastic. They taste good and they're better for you. So friends, stay tuned to Daily Sourdough so I can teach you more recipes on how to use your sourdough on a daily basis.